Welcome to your Inclusive Astrology Horoscope Weekend Report for the weekend of April 27th, 28th, 29th, 2012. I'm your astrologer, David Palmer, here to illuminate the collective consciousness. Speaking of illumination, this weekend is about illumination. Illumination is all about bringing information to the surface, bringing positivity, bringing that light energy. It is information, though, at the core. And what we are facing with is we are coming clear and coming into a perfect alignment with our darkness and bringing light to it. So it's all about burying the empty graves that we have and burying all of our dark ignorance, all of our, thoughts and psychological darkness that we don't need anymore, which is basically living without information. So it's time to get rid of that part of us that is not in the light, that is not in the information. But let's start with Friday, because the moon is still in Cancer, where we want to feel secure, we want to feel comfy. Remember, Cancer is also the home of the moon, so we've been very emotional over the last couple days, and we're very sensitive too emotionally. We can feel things very much so, and with the Taurus vibe, we can really start to feel the physical as well. So the last 2 days has been like starting to really feel this new energy that we're sitting in. But the moon did make a couple, it made a square and it made an opposition. Here we are having the moon making one more square. So we can deal emotionally with a struggle over responsibility or a relationship. The moon will square Saturn and we're going to want to feel comfy, but some responsibility will come to us on Friday evening. So you might have to get off work late and you don't want to. This can cause an issue. Or there's a problem with a relationship, and this will really hit you at the core. It's all about facing the struggle, though, and getting into that balance and harmony. So if there is not balance and harmony in your life, this can strike a very emotional chord as well, and I predict some tears if you're really not dealing with it too well. Now, let's get to this weekend where it's all about illumination. The Sun and Pluto are going to make a perfect trine. In astrology, we are talking about a perfect 120-degree angle. This is a beautiful, perfect, harmonious angle, and we are having the light meet the dark. And of course, Pluto is in Capricorn, so our old structure, our old habits, our old darkness, which is truly just not being in the light, not being in the information, we now receive information today. We now receive information about the stability we want in our life. We now know and are really feeling the energy that, yes, this is the foundation I want. This is how nice I want my life to be. This is how valuable my life is. And now we can take that information and take it to the darkness in our life and be like, this is all we want. Now bury all that old crap in the grave that we don't want. Anything that is not making sure I am valuable. Anything that does not make sure I'm stable. Anything that doesn't make me feel good. Anything that doesn't make me, honestly feel worthwhile. It's all about feeling like you're worth it in Taurus. And also you want to build a structure that lasts and keeps you stable forever. So you're not going to want to build just some, cheesy card house here. We're talking about building Stonehenge here. So get rid of all that crap that you don't want, and really, it will come. It will come. It will all be illumination. It will be information that comes to you. And burying that old. And of course, implementing a new structure. A structure, a plan based off reaching your greatest potential. A plan based off reaching the top of the mountain. A plan based off your legacy, your destiny. And implementing that into a stability in your life, into the building that you are making. Now the moon will be in Leo for the weekend, so emotionally we can really fire our hearts up, throw some gasoline on it. The moon will make some squares to some Taurus vibes here. So I'm looking at this as getting the fire in the belly to get over any hurdles that are getting in the way of our stability, of actually implementing this new structure, this new foundation. So with the moon here, we're fired up, passionate. We're actually burning up, wanting to feel inspired, and inspiration can come this weekend. But mainly, anything that's not making you feel, good in your life or worthwhile or valuable, the moon here will force you to face a little struggle, but fire you up to actually do whatever it takes to get into the stability. This will actually fill your heart up with some love and make you want to go for the stability in your life. Make you want to go for that new structure. Make you want to go for this new foundation. Make you want to go there. But it won't be in such a way that just like, oh yeah, I want to go there. It's like, I'm sick and tired of this. Any of these little hurdles I'm ready to jump through. That's what this energy is. And it's at the waxing moon, which is right after a new moon. So it's the first point to where the moon makes a square and then starts to go up to the full moon. So this is like the turning point where it's like, all right, I'm going to do this now. You know, it's like really a square. Like a square is like when we hit a wall or we like check like a football. I mean, I know it's kind of guyish, but it's like when we like reach a point where it's like, oh, and then we bounce off and start to move off it. But it's that bounce where we're going to passionately hit it and it's going to fire us up to go reach that stability. Now the moon will do another punch or square to Jupiter where emotionally we can feel too overbearing, or we can feel like it's too much too. We actually could go too far emotionally here as well, but we will see the bigger picture, and this too will make us be like, wow, it's actually bigger than I thought it is. So emotionally we'll get fired up, check, realize it's bigger than it is, and really want to face any hurdles that are getting in the way of actually reaching a huge, big opportunity with how big our value truly is, or how big your stability and how big whatever it is you're building in your life truly is. I mean, this moment will really get you more fired up. So the universe put the moon in Leo to fire us up about the stability, to get us over the hurdles that are preventing us from getting there. Also gave us the sun and Pluto to make a perfect trine to bury the crap that isn't working. And you know what that crap is? It's psychological stuff. It is ignorance that is holding you back. Literally, not being in the information, not being in the light. So I'm not saying you're ignorant. I'm just saying that we all individually have ignorance in psychological parts of ourself and our soul that just truly doesn't have the light. And right now it's based around a structure that is on the old structure that's not making you reach your greatest potential. So it's all about reaching the top of the mountain. And this weekend, by the end of this weekend, I feel like we have been stretched so much. I mean, the last couple weeks have been stretching us. You feel like you're gonna get a moment, but you don't. It just keeps going and it keeps expanding us. And it's like consciousness is just dripping from us, opposed to just dipping our feet in the pool. We are literally swimming in a world of consciousness and becoming self-aware of ourselves. And this weekend is truly illumination. Get passionate behind what you want to build in your life, but it's time to build something that's new, not off the old. The old us and the old human beings that we are is just not what we truly are. We are truly inspirational, spiritual beings here to build some real new stability, some earthbound stability, you know, one with nature, one with humanity and a new positive light. And that's what this weekend is all about. So if you want to find out more about my horoscopes, visit me at inclusiveastrology.com and check out my website. I've got a Taurus reading sale going on. For the month of Taurus, I'm doing a reading sale. I've got a bunch of new readings to help you manifest your reality. And that's what we have been going through. Remember, we are still in a grand trine with the moon in Virgo, so we are moving forward into a perfect plan. And honestly, when it comes to being perfect, we got to go through a lot of crap to make sure we're perfect. So that's what has been happening. I'll see you on Monday.